Welcome back, everybody, to more Ben the Human Plays Vagrus, the Riven Realms. We solved a con man ploy, a man who'd been eaten by zombies. We took his head, we gave it to the relevant party, and they were happy with us. And then it gave us 2 silver, so sweet. Let's take a look at our journal. So this is where we see our faction stuff. We have 3 insight. Don't have enough for resourcefulness, and we need more insight to be able to upgrade our dudes. The Loaders Guild's pretty happy with us with 60. The Osgul is the people we lost, but Sergorod were the people we succeeded with. And the House Darius we're doing okay with. Oh, and House Aqua as well. And the Abolitionists don't like us. But where? Here we go. I clicked on the Vagrus instead of the journal. The white crystal, we still need to get the smoke weed, damp smoke, from the alchemist. That's our long-term goal, is the wealthy Vagrus. And then this one is tricky, because silver is so expensive. Like, we couldn't even afford 1 silver if we wanted to right now. But maybe we could bring the ivory? And then what do we got for rumors? Wasn't there something? Yeah, there's some there's something in the Orc Scar that we could try to look for. I'm intrigued. But before we do that, let's check for factions. We can always do our quick little route from Tor'Zag's to Arcane. And then we could take Hyde. Oh, wait a minute. They don't trust us yet. Why doesn't anybody trust us? I'd like to do this one out to the Crimson Gate. The thing that freaks me out about the Crimson Gate run, when you click on it here, it's out here, and I'm not 100% sure there's any, like, Solemn's up here, 8 to 11 days away. Really? Okay. Well, based on that, we might be able to make a run out to the Crimson... What was it called again? The Crimson Gate. That's not bad. 13? 2 free cargo slots, and it's mushroom beer. You're only going to Arcane. Is this, is mushroom beer contraband? Doesn't look like it. Let's try this. Let's mix it up a bit. We've been doing the cycle from Tor'Zag Shelter to Arcane to Lumen quite a bit here. So let's try to mix it up. Now, the thing is, so we have lots of mushroom beer, but we are going to need a lot of supplies. Oops. To make it out to the Crimson Gate. And worst case scenario, let's get 110. I like even stacks. So we have 3 stacks of 750. Let's make it an even 1,000. Like that. I like having everything also ordered appropriately. This would, if all else fails and we get out to the Crimson Gate, this would allow us to get to that town, Solemn, because that's 8 to 11 days, and have a little bit extra, just in case. And if we get to the gate and we can buy supplies at the gate and turn around, great. No problem then. This is just in case, because I don't actually know what is waiting for us out there. Now, we still have a lot of money. Because we're taking mushroom beer out to the gate, I'm almost wondering if we don't want to take some of our own. Because I have to imagine the reason we're taking mushroom beer to the gate is that it is valuable. And it's not super expensive to buy a stack of this, from what I can tell. Yeah, it's 2 silver and a bit. Which would be, we'd be on the hook for 4 silver. What if we did wine? That's 9. That's quite a bit. So why don't we do 2 stacks of our own mushroom beer? And then we'll make our way. Don't sell it back. Are you crazy? All right, we are ready to go. No more escorting, or at least not for a while. That just bothers me. Give up. Nope. All right, let's head out. Trudge towards the city gates. The guards talk to us briefly. We don't owe the tax. We paid it on the way in. If you can pay it on the way in, you save yourself three copper coins, which is, you know, it can add up over time. You might as well pay it while going into the city, if you can. So we'll take the road north and then the road east, and great. So what do we got here? Oh, why don't we rest in Tor'Zag's? Well, actually, we already left the city. I take it all back. This was a mistake. Alright, we're just gonna move a little bit then. Out onto the road. Hopefully nobody ambushes us out here. We're just a group of weary travelers doing the best we can. How are you guys doing? You're at about half health. You're at exactly half health. So we got our medical supplies. We might as well use them. So let's end the day. Got some healing back, that's good. So that means he's at 10 and 9. Alright, onward, down the road we go. Past the orc place. We will check that out the next time we're doing our run between the three cities. Let's do one more healing with the medical supplies. I always check, I think it's always 2 movement to do this, but for whatever reason I'm like obsessed with checking to see if it'll work this time. Alright, Harvick and Gorgoro have healed a little bit more. We can get a lot of movement. 12 movement in one day. Look at that, we're flying. Flying down the road. Something called the Crossroads is up ahead. We will rest. Nothing bad happened, nothing good happened. Whoa. Oh, you're pissed off at me. Okay. Well, next time we camp, we'll pay you. What's happening here? The Crossroads is a point of interest. Nothing else happening here. 3 marble obelisks stand silently where the Emperor's Road and the Windway meet. Sometimes Komitatai stop here before continuing their arduous journeys north, south, or east. The Standing Stones care little for such visitors, for they have witnessed so many of their short-lived kind pass by. The whistling of the wind and the swirling dust never cease here. You stop at the crossroads and look around. This is it, the grand junction where the Emperor's Road meets the Windway, where it all comes together, the throbbing heart of the whole region. It is rather disappointing. The 3 lean standing stones, about 60 feet high, that's huge, surround the crossroads. Impressive as they may be simply because of their sheer size, they are otherwise featureless, and there is nothing else of interest here, at least not at the moment. You know for a fact that this can be quite a busy site, as a lot of other Komitatai and travelers pass through here, often making camp for the night. Examine the waystones, look around in the area for a bit, maybe there's something here you've missed. Alright, let's just examine the waystones. We'll learn something here. Maybe. The gigantic pointed obelisks are made of marble and stand on large round pedestals covered in dust from the plains. You try to look for differences between them, however subtle, but can't make out anything. Surprisingly, not even graffiti, although one would assume the countless passerby would leave their marks on them. They loom indifferently over the crossroads, apparently not bothered by the comings and goings of mortals and the marching of time. Do something else. Let's look around in the area. You send a few scouts and even look around a bit yourself. After some searching, you come upon a set of tracks. Nothing curious in itself, given that the soil is trampled upon dozens of feet at any given time, but these were apparently left by a single person, not a large group of people, and even more importantly, they don't follow any of the main roads, but lead away into the wasteland. Whoa! This could get us into huge trouble, but let's follow the tracks. You track the footprints for a while, and just as you start to think they are hopelessly lost in the sand, you spy a small object not far ahead. A hut of some sort, if you're not mistaken. But who in their right mind would dwell in such a desolate place? You're not in the mood to find out. We must approach the hut. It is a lady. You can see that it is not much of a shack as you get closer, but merely an awning riddled with holes, fastened to some sticks that can be adjusted to give the give shelter from the wind as the need arises. A small fire, really rather just embers, glimmers before it. Strewn around there are some frugal belongings, an earthenware bowl, a flask, a few crude instruments. Sitting by the fire is a scrawny woman dressed in rags. Her age is hard to tell because of all the dirt covering her, and the shaggy mop of hair partly concealing her face, but she is certainly not young. Still, her eyes sparkle with an astonishing vitality, and she doesn't seem to be surprised or startled by your presence in the least. Pray tell, wanderer, she addresses you, you don't happen to have some spare grub on you for poor Buka of the wastes? I'm a wee bit hungry and thirsty. The last few weeks haven't been kind. Give her some supplies. 2 supplies? That's nothing. Who are you and what are you doing out here? Let's get that. That's not a big problem. Harvick lost loyalty. Gorgoro gained loyalty. Well, I feel like I should have done a better job of finding companions that were on the same wavelength, because I think this is going to be a problem where Harvick is cool with some things and Gorgoro is not, and the opposite is also true. But I don't think they'll ever be on the same page, which kind of sucks. Oh, bless your soul, she says after some eager gulps of water. Buka is ever so grateful. It's weird that she refers to herself by her own name. You ask her who she is, and how she survives here all by herself. Questions, questions. Hush now, I am mighty tired, but you've been kind to me. Come back sometime later, and who knows, Buka might even have answers for you, or even things to trade for your help. A lot of curious goods tend to fall off the carts around these parts. Your first impulse is to question her further, but you can see it would be no use. Munching on her newly acquired food, she retreats to underneath her awning, humming a quiet tune, staring into the distance, and not paying you any further attention. Maybe it is better if you indeed come back a little later, if at all. Return to the crossroads and leave. Well, let's remember that Buka's here. I mean, we'll have to come back this way to get back to Tor'Zag's anyway. But that's interesting. And then we go east. Off we go. We follow the road. Only 1 movement point, so we won't send our dudes out. And let's see if these guys just get a heal on their own. Looks like they did not, but that is fine. Onward. Oh, I gotta remember to pay my dudes. They're gonna get mad. Pay now. Still have plenty of money. Not enough movement. Here we go. Turn some movement or march points into movement points, and we book it all the way down. Oh. Sudden gales and odd wind are no strangers to wanderers of the wasteland such as you, but even you have to admit there is something different about these gusts. Oh, is it the wind with the voices in it? It is almost as if there were voices on the wind, barely audible, just beyond the threshold of perception. We learned about this back in Kernak Station, like 8 episodes ago. Whispers. People stop in their tracks to listen and frown in concentration. The whole experience is quite unnerving. You calm them, ordering everyone to focus and to move on. The crew trudges on, trying not to think about it. Eventually the wind dies down. Alright, well, no negative effects, so what's done is done. Call it a day. Alright, we are about 2 days out. That's a wild looking gate, huh? It looks like an amphitheater or something, and it's... Why is it so red? It is called the Crimson Gate, I guess. So that makes sense. Wonder what's on the other side. Rest again? Oh man, we're 1 too far from the gate. I think I'm gonna do a forced march. Just because I think it would be good to get into the gate instead of having to camp on the outside of it. Let's go for it. Alright, we have reached the Crimson Gate. What a wild looking place! It's got dragons. Amazing. The Comitatus arrives before the Cyclopean Gate at the top of the steps after long and arduous ascent. Oh, so the red part is stairs to the gate. Interesting. Above it, drakes and dragon riders circle the battlements under cloudy skies, while veritable armies in crimson mail patrol the engineering miracle that is the Dragon Steps. One such detachment approaches you to inspect the Comitatus. Stop and let the soldiers perform the inspection. The inspection follows, and You cannot enter the Dragonlands, but even stopping at the gate where you can access the Bazaar, the Manzio, and the Dragonlands officials will cost you some coin in the form of a tax. Hey, it's cheaper than going into Tor'Zag's. Trade house license? We don't know either of those trade houses. They must be in the Dragonlands. Pay the tax. With the business of the tax concluded, you are allowed to enter and use the public facilities of the mighty Crimson Gate. To the Manzio. Alright. Standing on the long shadow of the massive Crimson Fortress that guards the southwestern passage into the Dragonlands makes one feel tiny and insignificant. Drake riders circle in the sky, while soldiers clad in red dragon steel patrol the gigantic stairway that travelers must ascend to be able to petition the Dragon Lords. The tremendous might and majesty of the Dragonlands is perhaps nowhere as apparent as it is beneath the Crimson Gate. I don't know anything about the Dragonlands. This place sounds fascinating. We could go to the command post. You can go to them with official business. We have none, so we're just going to deliver our stuff to the Sky Thickness? Whatever. Covenant. Turn in for 13. That's awesome. That wasn't even that hard. Is there anything that I could do for them? Take some stuff to Kernak way station. For 23, holy monkeys. Deliver chitin. How far is Kernak from here? Kernak is 9 to 13 days from here. It's a long way. But it is 23. We could take stuff back to Tor'Zag's for 19. That's awesome, actually. Just walking back and forth between the Crimson Gate and Tor'Zag sounds like a way to make a lot of money. Could take some stuff to Devon. Just timber. How far are we from Devon from here? I talked about going to Devon before, but then they tried to get us to take contraband there, and I didn't want to do it. Solemn, I don't know where that is either. Oh, that's due north of us. Okay, that was our backup plan. Okay, so there's some options here. There's the Manzio. We gotta sell our mushroom stuff. How much did it cost to buy in Tor'Zag's? Just want to make sure I'm not being totally crazy. Let's see, we bought it for 9. Ooh, we can double. We can basically sell it for double what we paid for it. That's awesome. Sell all of it for 9. Wow, look at us. We're doing so well. We might as well check out the command post. I'm curious. I was curious about how you get in. Alright, most of the command post that belongs to the dragon armies, specifically to the Red Dragon Guard, is off limits to civilians, but a hall is open for anyone who wishes to do business with the guard. After waiting in line, you stand before an elderly but still formidable-looking woman in the signature crimson dragon steel plate armor of an officer. Her right leg is missing from the knee and is substituted for a peg leg cast of bronze. "I'm listening," she says. "Ask what one needs for permission to enter the Dragonlands. I'm afraid that is not something we are handing out right now. Recent activities of the Zerine Empire, activities involving marauding and espionage, as well as hostile arcane phenomenon concerning the winds convinced the Dragon Lords to ban all entry for all those hailing from our land." She adds a moment later in a less strict voice, "These things never last for long, traveler. Sooner or later you'll be able to visit the fair and mighty Dragonlands." Alright, well, we'll hold off for a bit. Ask something else. Inquire about the areas patrolled. Sell information the dragon armies might be interested in. We have none. I thought they wouldn't give us the option if we didn't have anything. I'm sorry. I'll leave now. Okay, let's pick up the. Well, we can get supplies here, right? Yes, we can. Good. Okay. Let's organize here for a little bit. Let's make a nice even stack of 250, and we have 6 days of supplies. If we want to go to Devon, we will need 14 days of supplies, which is a lot. What was it when we had 2 stacks? 16 days, right? I think it was. So let's get 2 stacks. Nope, it was 13 days. I'm a liar. I like having, like, kind of having double. I don't know if there's a downside to it, but I like having, like, a contingency in case stuff goes horribly wrong. The one thing that I am kind of considering is taking both of these, because Kernak is how far? 13 days. I think I'll do that, working for the Ratharnak Alliance. If we take both of these, that's 42 plus change on the way. And this will take our full inventory, but oh, we can only take one mission at a time. Huh. I didn't know. Well, I wish I had taken this one then. But what are we? Can we buy our own chitin here? We can. I kind of like matching what the trade houses are doing. I feel like it's a good, it's like an easy indicator of what we should also be doing or buying and selling. So yeah, okay. We'll make a journey out to Kernak then. Unfortunate. I wish I would have known that we could only take one. Then I would have picked the. I would have picked the one for Tor'Zags instead of Kernak, but you know, live and let live. Ooh, we get some money and news. The Ratharnak Alliance's headquarters. The Mines of Plenty might be a prospecting station first and foremost, but due to its position so close to the Dragonlands, it has taken on the role of a trade outpost as well. According to travelers, the Ratharnak Emporium can be found there, and might be interesting to anyone wishing to do business with the industrious trading house. Where would that be? Oh, up here. Oh, there they are. Not too far away. But we have a mission from them already. We have 12 fighters. We could try and rebuild our Outriders. Takes 2 to have horses. Oh, you can get reptile mounts. Oh, but we have icy. We have to stick with one type. Interesting. Oh, I totally forgot that you could have passengers. Which is unfortunate, because I bet we could have been making a lot of money. These guys want to go to Lumen and Devon, which is not where we're going, so we'll skip out on that. But I have to remember that we can pick up passengers for extra cash. Okay, cool. Let's rest. Vigor, nutrition. I think we're doing pretty good overall, so let's just sleep out in the stable. Our deputies are fine. Let's end day. Okay, I don't think anything interesting happened. Oops. I keep trying to pan over with WASD and it opens a lot of menus. Alright, make sure we get all of our movement that we can. Do the full 12, and we're on our way to Kernak. Got a bit of a journey ahead of us. But on the way, we should remember to stop back at the Crossroads and see if we can't pick up anything from that lady out there. He's just like hanging out in the wilderness. Off we go. Camp again. We're just like, because these are all 2, we're just like slightly off. It'd be nice if we could get 10, but I feel like the only ways of boosting your distance any further, because our morale is doing really well. Maybe if our nutrition was really high, maybe that could move it a little further, but Gorgoro healed a little bit, thankfully. We got our movement back. Not quite enough to make it to... it's 13. Of course it's 13. Well, the nice thing is, because we have 2 extra movement points, we can send our people out. Yes, I know. You're always making a fuss about getting paid, and you always do get paid. Bunch of crabs. You're not even that, like, poor right now. We'll pay them now, just because they're grumbling about it. And then send these guys out, see if we can find anything useful. Critical fail! You guys! I oughta yell at you. Let's go visit Buka of the Wastes. The three waystones loom over the site as indifferently as ever. Nothing has changed since the last time you came through here. Let's visit Buka. It takes some time to find the hermit. Supposedly she can move around her awning and her Lenten belongings as it fits her, as the circumstances demand it. Buka huddles in front of her hovel, muttering to herself. When she sees you, her eyes sparkle in recognition. "Ah, the kind wanderer," she exclaims. "Come and sit with me. What brings you here this time?" You crouch down alongside Buka by the fire. She offers you a bowl of porridge. It tastes surprisingly fine, although you dare not ask where she got the ingredients from. "You know, I can help you if you so wish. Not much, and some of what I offer has a price. Nonetheless, you ask her what kind of help she is offering. See, I come and go, I spy and find. I have goods to trade, advice to give, and blessings to grant. Interested in any of that? What rumors has she heard recently?" Received news from HR. "Oh, this and that, and some of it small, some of it big," she cackles. "Now this is what the wind brought recently. This is what the clouds were murmuring about. This is what the sun tried to keep secret from the moon." With that, the crone beckons you closer and whispers in your ear. Alrighty. Trade with her? Yes, exchange and barter are always good. Things come and go, and thus the world moves along. Give me some food, and I shall see what the wind swept in. She rummages through the odds and ends of her tent and comes up with a statue carved from jade. "Ah, there it is. Do you want it?" "Only 8 supplies for a statue?" "Absolutely. A jade figurine." "Oh, bless your good soul," she says after some eager bites of the food you gave her. "Buka is ever so grateful. It appears that she is done talking for today, so you take your leave with your new prize." Cool! We gotta visit this lady like every opportunity. Like 8 supplies for a valuable item. I assume I can sell it to somebody in like Tor'Zag's or something. That's pretty nifty. Alright, let's continue onward. Camp. You guys have been paid. Let's send our dudes out. Hopefully they don't crit fail again. Just the normal fail this time. As is their custom. Alright, making our way along the road. End the day. Now we have to go all the way to Kernak. What are we at? 6 days? How far is Kernak from here? 6 days. Okay, we'll just get in by the skin of our teeth. Oh, we gotta get our movement if we can. Don't waste that. Alright. 1 extra movement point is always a good thing. 8 movement again. See you later, Tor'Zags. Smell you never. Gorgoro's healed again. Whee! Alright, we're doing pretty good. Oh, no! What the heck? Inspections and security checks by Imperial authorities are common on important roads, and sooner or later you can't avoid them unless you avoid the roads themselves. According to these tax collectors and their lackeys, such tariffs grind the wheels of the Empire, but you are sure that they mostly end up in sleazy palms. At any rate, going up against these bailiff armies would be suicide, so you probably have to pay up. Jeez, 5 bronze, you awful people? 2 random goods? Pay with supplies, 55. Pay with a slave? Decide to attack them instead. Let's pay for now. You can't... Better or worse, the business with the tax collectors was concluded. You are graciously allowed to continue on your way. You can't wait to put some distance between them and the Comitatus. Well, that's the benefit of our other route, is we're mostly running around in the wasteland. So we probably don't have to worry about those dudes. Oh, make sure we get our extra movement here. Oh, come on now. You're grumbling again? You were paid like 3 days ago. It's probably been like a week. What on earth? You come upon a large patch of dark vegetation consisting of small plants in the middle of the wasteland. They appear to be cacti of some sort. We could examine the plants. We have a very low chance of success. Let's leave it alone. I don't know what those things are. And Kernak is 1 day away. Let's do just a one movement point of march. 6, 5, 9, 9. Okay, we're doing okay. Go into Kernak. Travelers here to enjoy a little rest. Use the well to fill up on water, eat and drink and chat with travelers. There is no news of the regions south and west apart from the certain knowledge that the legions still blockade the pass in Sepis Mountain. Occasionally Imperial patrols wander as far as Kernak, and through them, rumors of horrible creatures wandering the wasteland by night and hunting travelers quickly spread. The mercenaries guarding the compound have reported seeing twisted, dark shapes scamper about the jagged hills with glowing, horrid eyes, but thus far these beings have not come closer, whatever they are. Almost everyone at Kernak House is complaining about headaches and strange dreams, and of course there are the supposedly voices on the wind, muttering, chittering, moaning, and whispering unintelligibly. You better be careful. I want to go in. I have things to deliver. Use the well here. You draw as much cool fresh water out of the well as you can carry and drink. The crew feels refreshed, and you manage to replenish the contents of the water containers as well. Ooh, we got more supplies and vigor. Oh, we went to the guarded compound, that's why. I was like, what is all this weirdness? No, we gotta go turn this in for a lot of money. 28. Slowly but surely, we're increasing our overall funds. And we're gonna sell our own chitin. Let's just double check we didn't screw ourselves with the chitin here. The Crimson Gate. This is raw materials. Chitin. We purchased for 4, and we're going to sell for 6. That's so good. Yeah, just mimicking what the trade houses do is just a great thing. Whoa, we're up to 49. Just a little more trading, and we might even be able to just straight up, like, buy the ivory that the lady needs, and then eventually we'll be able to get the silver, but the silver is so expensive. We're going to be here for decades. What's the cost? Well, we should check the faction thing. Nope, nobody wants to talk to us. So before we end the episode, let's do a quick payment analysis, and we'll do a run to Tor'Zag's if there's anything going on here. I would be surprised if there was anything in Kernak that they want in Tor'Zag's, but you never know. Let's do all goods, because didn't they? Although I think it was a mission from one of the trade houses last time. So yeah, maybe we'll see. There's some that are close, but nothing that's a definitive benefit here. Oh, luxury wine is so close. It's still a loss though. So there's no point. We might just have to trek back on our own, buy some supplies, and head back. That's good to know though, that basically Kernak is kind of a dead end. So you're kind of wasting, it's like opportunity cost that you're wasting. Plus supplies look like they're a little more expensive here as well. So I think this might be the last time we come back to Kernak. Oh wait, we can buy wine. Still, I think this might be the last time I come back to Kernak. So let's see, before we end the episode, let's just prep ourselves. 3 to 4 days of travel. We want to buy as little supplies as we can get away with because they're more expensive here. They don't have enough supplies. We have barely enough to get back. Thank God. I was going to lose it. So let's see. What do we got for wine here, you guys? 18 wine. Buy them out. We might as well get something out of this journey. Cool. Okay, well, let's end the episode there. We'll rest at the Manzio next episode, and then we will head back to Tor'Zag's. Thanks everybody for watching the episode. If you did enjoy it, click the like button. If you want to see more of Vagrus the Riven Realms or my other videos, you should subscribe to the channel. But as always, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everybody!